Hi guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we'll be analyzing the Euro USD trading pair. So we'll be seeing what the price is currently doing, at which region the price is, and what can happen next. Because I believe price at this level is make or break. So let's get started. So for this analysis, I currently have a weekly chart open. So let's draw some levels, and you can see that the price has been constantly falling, took a retracement, and then is again falling. So logically, it seems it could fall further, but let's see how can we trade this, right? Not based on emotions, but what the levels are. So let me start with drawing my support and resistance. So here you can see that price is approaching a critical support level, and this is a base that a price had formed. I hope you understand, guys, what base is, why I have marked support on this level. This can also be a support, but as price moves up, it creates multiple demand and supply areas, because you would have seen that when price is retesting, it is not necessary it will come and retest till here. It could retest till here, till here, till here, and then move up. So the retest mostly depends on the demand or supply zones. So here we can see a demand zone that the price has drawn. So we can see the price is approaching this zone, and we have weeks of price going down with downward momentum. So this is what I see majorly on the weekly chart, on a bigger time frame. Now let's switch to a daily chart and see what we have. Does this level coincide to something else, or it is more or less a single support that we have? Okay, so to study further, let me also see, is this level a Fibonacci level? Starting from the very base of this move, we draw our level. And let me just adjust this quickly to be exact. Yes, so you can see the 50% Fibonacci level coincides with this level. So let us mark that quickly so that I can remove this. So while this entire level is a support on a bigger time frame, there is a 50% level on this Fibonacci. So right now we have two things to keep in mind. One is price is approaching a critical zone, and with that we also have a 50% Fibonacci level resting. So technically we would feel that price has continued a downward momentum since multiple weeks. So could it reverse, right? So there are two possibilities which we'll shortly discuss and get into. But before that, I am also seeing I can draw a trend line to mark this downward momentum that the price is following. So this is a trend line, right? You can see price went down, went up, down, tested it, and then down again. Okay, so let's see what more levels do we have. So if I'm expecting a bounce on this level, I cannot simply enter right here. What's the second confirmation? So I see a support, a resistance level right here, which I would want the price to break first, and then I would enter this trade. So this is a resistance level. Price went down, jumped from this level, made a three-way move, right? So this is A, B, C, if you are familiar with Elliott waves, and then is going down. So if I'm expecting this move to go up, and I can also see one more confluence, you can see if I draw my trend line from right here and I mark it basically here, then you can also see we have a support. We have the 50% Fibonacci, and we also have this trend line which proved to be a resistance. Then when price broke, it took a support from here and then reached to the top. Now price is coming again to test this trend line and this support and this 50% Fibonacci, right? So there can be two things now that can happen, which I am waiting for. Point number one, what can happen in this trade? Price goes down, it bounces from here, it breaks this pattern that we're forming, it takes a support right here, and it then moves up. So on this support, I would be looking to enter this trade. And if I have to draw another resistance zone, which is the very top of this move. So this could be my take profit target. This is one thing that we can see. Another thing, if the price decides to break free or break down from this move, it could continue dropping. It could break all of this support, 50% Fibonacci and this trend line. It could fall here. Then it could come back and retest somewhere in the zone, either the very bottom of this zone or somewhere near the 50% Fibonacci. And you would also see this trend line reaching down. Let me draw it again for your understanding. So if I extend this trend line, so now we could see that if the price continues to drop, it can drop further. It can test this zone, which is a trend line retest and also retest of this support zone, and then drop further. And if it drops further, we have these zones as the profit targets. So minimum, it's 0.974. So this is what I'm currently looking at. This is possibility number one. This is possibility number two. So depending upon what price does, I'll be looking to either go long or go short on this trade. So this is how, guys, I analyze a trade. I don't have any bias currently in this trade. I would follow what the price does. And also, if I do not basically go with multiple indicators, I don't check indicators, but when I'm thorough with my analysis, I just check the RSI, where the RSI is. Is the price overbought or is the price oversold? So here you can see price is currently within the 30s, right? 27.65. So this on a daily chart, it shows that price has been falling since the top when price was at this zone, and now it's been constantly following since the July month, and now the price can, from this bottom, it can certainly mark a bottom where the price makes an up move. So if it does that, you know where I would enter, because the price is faltering in its momentum. So RSI also hints at this upward move that the price would have, but I'll be ready for be it a long or be it a short, and you have factors for both. So currently the factors for long are much more, they add up much more. Support you see here, the 50% Fibonacci you see here, you can see a trend line support also, which the price will shortly meet, and you can also see the RSI at its lower levels, right? So it's been oversold right now, right? So it's time to buy this pair if the validation at this area happens, because when the price goes up, it will test a level, it will test a support on its way up. So that's it for this video, guys. See you in another video. If you like my content, do like this video, comment and subscribe my channel.